Good morning, LKN. 8:34. Happy Tuesday to you. You know, at Tuesday is when it starts settling in. You start remembering all the things you have to do, dreaming about the things you probably want to do. You probably need a little bit of help sometimes,
Yes,
right?
I need a little bit of help a lot of times.
And whether that be, mental health, whether that be physical health, there's got to be a spot you can go to where you can kind of see, hey, holistically,
Yes.
both with a W and with an H. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
You can find everything you need. We've got Kristen Phillips with us this morning. She's the owner of Soul Wellness in Mooresville. Kristen, good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, you're not a new speaker here at WSIC Body Church. You've been on Community Center before. You also host your own podcast
I do.
as well. Share with us about the podcast that you host.
So it's called Soul Wellness with Kristen, and I figured I've got so much content in my own building at Soul Wellness, so many great tenants doing amazing things with people, all holistic. So why not start a podcast and let them talk about what they do? So yeah, it's been great.
Now, Soul Wellness is located in the Mill in Mooresville, traditionally known as the Mill, I believe.
Yeah, Merino Mill.
Merino Mill
Yep.
there. So you can get your food, you can get your office adventure and all the other vendors that are in there, and then you can get your healing and your holistic sense here from a bunch of different people all in one
right.
stop. That's not bad right there. Give us the origin story of Soul Wellness. How did you decide to create this space for folks in the community?
Well, I started by getting my hair cut at Sola Salon, and I thought, I love this concept. I love the concept of a co-working space, and I was fascinated with that business model, but I knew I didn't want to do anything in beauty and hair, and it finally just came to me. I started learning that there were people in the community that needed a place to practice, and I thought, how cool would it be to have a center where you've got all these holistic providers that actually can refer to each other and really get to the root cause of what's bugging whoever walks in the door, and it just came together. It came together fast too.
It might just be me, but holistic healing, is that a new age term or has that been around for a long time?
I think it's been around. It's really looking at the whole being. It's not just you tell me what your symptom is and I give you a pill to fix
Give me the
that
drugs.
symptom.
Right, yeah.
Right. That's kind of band-aiding the situation. Holistic is really looking at the whole picture. Like, what are you eating? How is your stress level? What else is going on in your life? So it's looking at the whole picture.
So what are some of those examples, right? You have the Soul Wellness Center, if you would, where all of these different vendors are at. Can you give us some examples of some of those vendors you have in place right now and some of those different areas when we talk about holistic healing?
Yeah.
What are some of those areas that they focus on?
So there's body work. We've got some phenomenal massage therapists. We've also got people doing medical massage, craniosacral, structural integration, different things that you probably wouldn't normally hear about if you're just going to a massage therapy spa or something like that. So there's body work, there's mental, because we have a psychiatrist actually in-house, but we also have several counselors. And we've got a doctor of Chinese medicine, acupuncture. So all kinds of really cool things are going on.
Have you done acupuncture before? I've not done acupuncture.
You've not done that
before.
one yet?
Energy healing, that's another big one. Integrative dietitian. So there's a lot of different things going on.
What would you say is your assessment? Because you don't have like a huge, deep medical background prior to starting. So am I right in saying, am I okay in saying that?
Just pharmaceutical sales.
Okay, well,
So
pretty deep. There you go.
That gave me a
It gave you an insight into the medical profession, though.
for sure. And that was in my early days. So I was like, something is clearly not right here.
The talk about mental health, though, right? Like that's a huge conversation right now. How has, what you're doing with Soul Wellness impacted or kind of interwoven with kind of the mental health space at all?
It's been fascinating what I've learned. We do have counselors in-house so that there is talk therapy if you need it. But I've also learned things like when your microbiome is off and your gut health is off, it affects your brain. It affects your hormones. So that can be causing your anxiety and depression, the fact that your gut is off. So it's all interrelated. It's really, really fascinating.
Yeah, I see you have a dietitian here. You have, all different kinds. So you said the idea is that you can go see all of them and they can kind of refer each other. Do you see that happening?
I do see that happening. So, it's kind of like if somebody goes to an energy healer or they go to a bodywork practitioner, trauma is stored in the body. So sometimes when something is released or that maybe they have a hypnosis session, they might need to go talk it through. Or they may realize that, this pain in my neck, this is what this is what's been bothering me all this time. Maybe I need to go talk to this person over here and have some energy healing, something like that. So it's really cool how it's all interconnected.
And so do you have any spaces available? Maybe there's other people that are in the wellness space in particular, and they're looking for that, you're providing kind of a life hack, if you would, for a business owner potentially, where they don't have to go through the brick and mortar whole rigmarole. You're simplifying that process.
It is low overhead. It is easy peasy because I offer month-to-month rent. So it's one expense. You don't have to worry about securing a space and brick and mortar and all of that. It's stressful owning a brick and mortar space. It really is. There's a lot to it. So yeah, if there's a chiropractor, massage therapist, functional medicine, anything like that that's looking for a space, we've got space.
And the added value of you having them on on your website too, to help promote them.
The referral partners, can they outfit the space however they want to?
However they want. Yes. Yes.
Can they do like surgery? You got anybody doing surgery up in there?
Now, I did love you said you're like, no, there's not going to be a dentist next door pulling teeth.
No, I don't think so.
Just take the right role with you, and that will make my back pain go away.
Yeah,
that's
somebody
it.
with plastic surgery. So it's going to be like a safe, kind of quiet space whenever somebody enters into.
Yes, it is quiet and safe. And we also have classroom space, so people can have their events there, their classes there. I open up the classroom space to the public as well. So if you need to have a sales meeting or anything like that, we're right between a coffee shop and a restaurant, so it's really a perfect spot for that. So, yeah.
Do you think, based on what you've seen now since that there really is that need for more of these holistic type practices in our community, or are we oversaturated at this point? What's your take?
I think 100% we need more of this because Western medicine, and as I told you off air, I was in pharmaceutical sales for about 10 years. It really opened my eyes. And Western medicine, they're trained to listen to your symptom, give you a prescription, fix that symptom kind of thing, move on to the next patient, where holistic health is really looking at the root cause, like what's causing your anxiety, what's causing the depression, what's causing your IBS or whatever it is that you've got going on in your body. So
facilitating the placement for people. So do all of these individual vendors handle their own bookings and all those kinds of things? So you don't have to, it's not you setting their appointments for them or anything like that.
I provide a beautiful professional space. You have Wi-Fi. You've got a nice break room where you can have lunch and do laundry if you need to, if you're changing sheets on a massage table. I've pretty much
no need to change my mic account. I'll be
so they've got everything they need in one spot.
Very cool. Overall, as you're a business owner too here, just anything on the entrepreneurial side too, that we always like diving into that too with folks that are business owners locally as well. Co-working is very interesting, right? That's a very interesting model. What have you seen kind of, because it was really big, right before COVID, it kind of really blew up. COVID happens, everybody's at home at that point. And then after the fact, you come out with a co-working space. You clearly believe in the model.
I know. I actually opened in the middle of COVID.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was like, oh, God, I had no idea that was coming. January of 21, I thought, oh, Lord, what has happened here? But I knew it was meant to be. It just was. Everything was falling into place. So it's working.
And then just that journey going from that corporate America now to like that entrepreneurial side. What's that journey been like for you? Share some moments almost, if you would, during it that's kind of stand out to you.
Yeah, it's scary. And I can relate to anybody wanting to start their own business because it is definitely scary. I was making great money in corporate America, had great benefits, and I was miserable because I needed to run my own show. I needed to do my own thing. And I needed to do something that was fulfilling my heart and fulfilling my soul, and running around making other people rich was just not doing it for me. So I took that leap, and I'll tell you that I don't feel like I ever worked again. Like, it's so fun what I do. And I spent a lot of long days and nights working on this business, but it didn't feel like work at all.
Yeah.
Like it was like Christmas. It was like Christmas Eve. I couldn't wait to get up the next morning and do it again.
Well, it sounds like that's transpiring to also the other vendors that are in the space. Soul Wellness, co-working space for holistic, medical, beauty, and therapeutic providers. There's meeting and classroom space, too, for any businesses. So if you're looking for a space to host a sales meeting, or maybe you are a holistic provider and you're looking for that brick and mortar location for you to share the wonderful things that you've got that can help people in the community, soulwellness.net. Kristen, thank you so much for coming in and sharing the journey with us. We appreciate that.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Soulwellness.net. Check them out.